Yeah, we back at it. Free Play Radio. That was my guy Nook with Demo featuring Lesto. But we got a special guest in the building today. Super just diverse guy from the town baby in the building. My guy Merk. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
Aaron Mercadel, for those who know my government, Merk by most. Nickname given through sports, so it's stuck for a long time.
Man.
And it go with you everywhere.
For sure. So for the people that may be unfamiliar, where are you from and what is it that you do specifically?
I'm from Oakland, California. I grew up in West Oakland. I was an athlete first, so most people who know me knew me through football. I played for the Berkeley Cougars and the East Bay Warriors all the way to middle school. Then in high school, I went to St. Mary's. I played football there, earned a Division I scholarship to North Dakota State. So I played 5 years there, won 4 national championships with them. And then once I retired from football in 2020 with the COVID season and everything happening, came back home and started coaching football and working in the school district. And so I've been working with kids pretty much since then. So,
yeah, okay.
And then this year, started the Town Baby brand, started that clothing line. So that's been fun. So yeah, do a little bit of everything.
Right. Okay, for sure. So what position did you play when you played football?
I was a linebacker.
Okay.
So yeah, I played Mike and outside, so a little bit of everything, but mostly defense, a little bit of fullback once upon a time, but yeah.
Do you remember, I mean, obviously you remember this, but do you remember like your greatest game or your greatest highlight stat sheet?
Nah. I mean, the games that you get, like, the crazy stats, that's not even your favorite for real. Like, some of those games, because the team, you can't control how bad a team is. So it's like, I like them dog fights where it's like, I might have had 5 tackles, but they was the 4th and 1s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my favorite game, probably the rivalry games we played. South Dakota State, that was always a great rivalry game. Beating them my senior year, we was on college game day. So
yeah.
That was real fun. The memory, it's the people. The games, you'll never remember the stats and stuff when you think back and look back at that time period. It was just the way you won or who was there when you won.
Yeah.
And it was always about the teammates. So we always was turned after every win and things like that. So, but definitely the championships, I think nothing is better than that feeling of making it to that last step and all that hard work. Because if you don't know, football is a process type of sport. Like in college, you working from January, February, all the way just to play 10 games starting August. You know what I'm saying? Most sports, you get 30 games, 60 games in a season. Football, you get 10 guaranteed opportunities. You know what I'm saying? But you work year-round for 10 opportunities. So that championship game is always just like my hard work meant something type of feeling.
Right, okay. And you say you were in North Dakota?
Yeah.
What was that like, bro?
It was a transition. I mean, I'm from here, so diverse city, yes, but different culture and upbringing and the way we view the world. Going out there is farmland. I went to college with people who graduated with 10 people in their school and things like that. So a different culture.
Wait, 10 people?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
10, and then you go back into the North Dakota, it's one black kid in the whole school, so, and he might not even have been in your graduating class, so things like that. It was just different. I don't even know how to explain it. There's things you didn't even notice was happening to you until you sit back and evaluate that time there. But definitely, I think I'll still make the decision 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know many people who could have done that same transition, I'm not gonna lie, but for me, it definitely gave me what I needed. I'm always looking for a challenge. I like putting myself in adverse situations to get that. You get the best out of yourself in those times. But I couldn't tell you what I was thinking as a senior in high school that made me want to go there. And against everybody. Everybody's like, oh, go here. Why you going there?
Yeah.
It was just me, nobody else influencing the decision, anything. And I think that's the best way to not have any regrets, because no matter what happened, I know I made that decision and no one else swayed me to make that decision. So you got to live with those. That's being a man.
Yeah.
Making that decision and living with the consequences and repercussions that come with it. So it was turned, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm sure that instilled a lot of confidence in.
Oh, yeah.
Just by, you going there, you want, 4 championships?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like making your own decision and then, being able to reap the benefits of that had to have instilled a lot of confidence.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I love the game of football in general. Like I said, that process People don't understand process. Everybody's looking at finished results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people love Alabama because they go to the championship every year, but why you don't love Alabama? Because they work harder than every team in the country every year through and through, from the summertime to the spring games to everything, just so that they can have those people watch that championship effort throughout the season. You know, it's the things that people don't see, all the blood, sweat, and tears literally that go into the sport, just so you can have a couple fans at the show cheering you on and things like that. So I love the game of football because, I mean, it teaches you too much about life.
Right.
You know, if you can, that mental toughness. I know, you know, mental health's a big thing now, but mental toughness is equally as important.
And
I think
undervalued,
football,
for sure.
And football gives you that attacking adversity head on and knowing that greatness comes on the other side of that.
Yeah.
And if you fail that, you can also get back up and try again. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no end game.
Yeah.
Only you get what you put out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the best feeling ever.
For sure. So in retiring from football, are you still involved in football in some form or facet?
Oh, yeah. So I coach now. I'm the defensive coordinator at St. Mary's in Berkeley.
Fire.
So, yeah, now that's big, being at my alma mater and being able to run the defense, which I did on the field at once upon a time. So it feels good. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely needed for me once I got done playing. I even did like a podcast and stuff after I got done playing because it was so much on my mental that I couldn't deal with. Really, I didn't even know how to deal with, because you see so many athletes, and we all know someone who played in college or the NFL, and they talk to you and tell you about all the great things that was happening at that time, but nobody tells you what happens when you get done. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if anybody who does know me, 9 times out of 10 is through football.
Yeah.
So having that athlete tag attached to your name for so long in your life, for me, from the age of 10 to the age of 25, it was like, oh, that's an athlete. He plays football.
Yeah.
And then that's all taken away, and now you're back into the real world, you know, figuring out what you like. Other people not even knowing how to have a conversation with you because it's not about football. So they don't even know how to approach you on anything if they not asking you how the game was on Saturday. You know, so that was a difficult transition. And it was harder because it was like, I know so many people that go through this and no one has ever talked about it. I haven't heard anyone say anything about this. So doing that, I did the podcast and kind of just opened up about that feeling and that time, and a lot of athletes got back to me and were just telling me like that was real, you know, and that was something that, again, everybody deals with, no one talks about.
Yeah.
So that got me kind of started on just that path of having something to give back, something tangible. So that's why I definitely got into the coaching, because if I made it as far as I did with no guidance, my parents weren't athletes, my parents don't have college education, so you know what I'm saying, like, I was out there head first figuring it out, but I did.
Yeah.
And I went pretty far with it, so I feel like if a kid listens to me and just takes the little bit of tools I give you to get over some of those humps that come in the road, you can go a million times further, and that's what I mean it's all about.
Right. So what is one thing that you would give, one piece of advice that you would give to an athlete that may be listening that is in that transitional period of figuring out what's after football, what's after basketball, what's after soccer, lacrosse, or whatever sport they may be doing?
Look, it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. That's the number one thing. And don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't feel a certain way or you're not allowed to feel a certain way. Trust me, I sat in silence for 2 days straight, not knowing why I couldn't even talk. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting in the room and just thinking and being stuck with my thoughts. So you can never tell somebody how to feel in that situation. I would just say it will come, and the best thing you can do is start reflecting on who you are. You know, for so long, again, who you are is attached to that label, athlete. So for me, it was thinking back to just the essence of who I am as a person. I like helping people.
Yeah.
I like giving back. I've been a mentor since I was a kid. I'm the oldest of 3, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big brother. It's always been in me to just give back, mentor somebody, be on, you know, that soapbox and always preaching to somebody. Yeah. Whoever will listen, I'm going to sit there and talk to you.
Right. What do you get out of that, though? Because I feel like I'm the same. Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I feel like I'm here of service. Yeah. You feel me? And I try to figure out, like, what is the fulfillment? Because fulfillment, I feel like, is the umbrella, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
What do we actually get out of that?
For me, is knowing that, that information can help someone be great. It's all about pushing the greatness agenda. I grew up in the era when we still had the village in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? I have a million aunties and uncles who don't share a single lick of blood with me, cousins and brothers and sisters who we don't have the same, you know what I'm saying, family. But we all grew up together. That person's mom could tell me not to do something. That person over there could, check me if I'm doing something wrong. So you always on point. You always, doing the right thing.
Right.
Because you never know who's watching. But also in that sense that you just learning and a million people telling you that you come from greatness and you're destined to be great. It's in you, and not letting you choose any other path. And anytime you sway back and forth on that path, they still there to remind you. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be here. Again, the people that know me, it's like I wouldn't always just this person.
Yeah.
I'm goofy, class, clown. I'm smart, intelligent, but I like to play around and have fun too. So definitely, and then living in Oakland, it's 2-second decision could change your life forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hanging with friends, just being out and about in this city. So definitely blessed on that journey. But knowing, that survivor's remorse and just knowing that you made it through and some people didn't, you got to give back.
Yeah, it's a selfless act for sure.
I don't want nothing from it. I work with actual high schoolers and middle schoolers. I tell them all the time, whether you listen to me or not, if you go be great in this world, that's a win for me. Because that's all I'm here for.
Right, and I asked you that because I wanted you to walk the listener through it. It's like you really don't get anything tangible out of it, right? So don't do it and expect a reward.
Expectation, yeah.
Just do it because you want to see people, in better positions.
Yeah.
But we got a record I want to get into from my guy Poosie and Mike the Gift. My bad, brother. Mike the Gift, Bring It Closer to God off his latest project, The Kids Are Dead. We ain't gonna tell you when it's dropping, but just be ready.
Yes, sir.
I would say we got time and it's gonna be okay, but I know niggas who done died before they reach 1-8. Tired of crumbs, now we won't stay. To survive what I survive, y'all niggas gon' need more faith. Bring it closer to God, wipe the smoke from my eye. Shit don't plan on how it's planned, just know that I tried. Cried tears, drug deals, work 25 years. Rest in peace, Pistol D, feel my nigga right. I feel my nigga right here. While I pop this pain to stop this rain. They send us to the box and chains. Block insane, been here since the rocks and came. Niggas tried, now my Glock in flames. Niggas lying in a box for fame. Tripped on his own laces. Off a tiny blue bro, then calmed his own matrix. His blood on the blue faces. Said beef ain't never, man, I'm too patient. To real niggas, I'm the realest. That's a true statement. Before you get your whip right, how the root tasting. Can't leave the house without my jock, I'm feeling too naked. Allowing God, cause I'm through stressing. That's a true blessing. Talking to my father who rests up above. That's a true blessing. Talking to my father who rests up above. Pray you understand me now, forgive what I was. I lost the trust, I broke the love, but got it back in blood. Mind so sharp, it cut straight through the mud. Product of poverty, resilient in that gangland. With fake thuggin', turn your gang signs to prayer hands. It's summertime, I told Pooh to go water the dirt. Working in the will of God, the best soil on earth. I came from nothing, hustle, struggle, all we knew was pain. Just some dirty ghetto kids just trying to make a play. Murder, sex, and weed is how the day was shaped. No track runners, but off the block we still push the weight. They say the blind lead the blind, well I walk by faith. You see my cup running over, fell right on my plate. And if we talking top floors, I'm on the 32nd. I pray to heaven, search for blessing, these is my confessions. The perfect weapon, the silent but deadly type affection. They watch the rise like Maya, harder than the erection. I say it's up, it's not my fault if you ain't get the message. Yes, I accept it with thoughts of immaculate conception. To die blameless from the blemish of my imperfections. I'm trying to rev in the congregation, too many denominations. They can't make decisions, they change faces. The last shall be first, they mad when we trading places. No hate, watch how the great Gatsby make it escape. Got used to the same tempo, changing the pace. Who can relate? I'm just out here really trying to be great. Forgive my mistakes and follow the footprints to the land that awaits.
We've agreed on that, huh?
Ooh, that's Marco.
Ugly Marco. Wow. Please, don't play with me. 50K to spend a day with me. Watch what you say to me. I got the whole damn bay with me. I beat the hood in the 707. I'm still good in the 510. I got fam from the 415. Check the ring camera, bitch, I'm really outside. There's no cap with me. No chain in my teeth, all factory. Talk about a fake smile. No wonder why they hate now. Ha ha. Me and Marco dropped a 50 piece. It's priceless. Nigga ain't shit for free. 10, 20, money ain't shit to me. Playing with these bands is a symphony. I got jobs, I don't drive lift, nigga. God ain't real, what am I, myth, nigga? Ugly Marco, we got a hit, nigga. This shit slap like my last name Smith, nigga. Please, don't play with me. 50K to spend a day with me. Nigga, watch what you say to me. I got the whole damn bay with me. I feed the hood in the 707. I'm still good in the 510. I got fans from the 415. Check the ring camera, bitch, I'm really outside. Stop.
Driving fast cars, 220 the dashboard. I don't gotta act hard. I've been skipping states, same day, different time zones. Spending quarter tickets, there no business in my mind. Tell him pipe down. If he go against the family, get him wiped down. Put the AMG in Sports Plus, I like the sound. A bitch known for eating dick, you still gon' wife her clown. Yeah, I'm really that. You with your jeweler window shopping, I'm like, give me that. I put Ali on my pendant, I can't get him back. Lord knows what I do to get my nigga back. Press up, or shut up. Them niggas probably snake they homies for that crest something. I spent background that bitch like I left something. I told a lie like I stopped, but I kept thugging. Nigga catch some, out of bounds, nigga stretch some. If a nigga out of bounds, we gon' stretch some. Nigga catch some. We gon' stretch some.
We just stretch some. When you see that dope pop, we just left some. And I been thugging on my own, my nigga Trig gone. Thugging on my own, my nigga Ted gone. But I'm still with it. Bring my niggas out the gym, you know I'm here with you. And we ain't stressing over bitches, no we build bitches. Don't do the net, just let them guess we really kill niggas. They can't keep up with me. Fresh out the sleeve through TSA with about $150. You know these diamonds looking pretty, shit get ugly. That nigga broke, he can't even do the money sleeve. Bum ass niggas playing catch up, nigga. Punish him. When you catch that nigga stretching, put him under me. Glass house out of town, living comfortable. Another op got dropped, courtesy of me.
Nigga catch some, out of bounds, nigga stretch some. If a nigga out of bounds, we gon' stretch some. Nigga catch some. We gon' stretch some.
Fuck the ops. Gotta kill to survive, nigga. Yeah. Step and get stepped on. Step on anything in the way, nigga.
Yeah. We back at it. Free Play Radio. It's your boy Skino. That was Lil Yee, Too Fast featuring 22nd Gym. That was produced by my guy Darius. Come on, Darius. Make sure y'all stream his project, Everybody's Cousin. That's his artist name. Make sure y'all go and stream him. He just dropped. But we got Merk in the building.
Let's get it.
Town Baby.
Oh yeah.
What was the process behind, the name of your brand, and what does it mean to you to be a Town Baby?
So that was like a real long process trying to figure out what I wanted to bring to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been thinking about it since probably college, just little things. I remember the first time it sparked a thought in me, I tweeted something like, you don't know how great Oakland is, the Bay Area is, until you go far away. And it got blown up by everybody, and I'm just like, yeah. Because it's serious. For one, we from one of the greatest places on earth. Not outside of the California part, like detached California, because I know a lot of people think, oh, they from Cali, they think they're the best. We not LA.
Yeah.
It's the Bay Area, Oakland specifically, you know what I'm saying? The culture literally comes from here, and if you don't know, do your research. Everything from the Black Panthers, music, clothing, everything. The culture that everybody seems to adapt and want to be a part of, 9 times out of 10 it started here. So then that's where the town part, that's Oakland, you know what I'm saying? And then what is a baby? Babies are the future. Babies are the essence of being, you know what I'm saying? Babies are the future for real, and they really represent that. So that's something I want to put out there. Our slogan is born to make a difference. And that's what I really feel like, for one, specifically people from Oakland, when you think about all the greats and the names you can name that have gone out into the world and put their city on the map in a way, they stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Our people are just different. You know, every month you see somebody protect Marshawn Lynch at all costs.
Man,
He's a national treasure, all these things, but it's like he's just a person.
he's just being himself.
He's being himself, 100% authentic, him and where he comes from. And then that's just what you putting out on the big screen, and people always love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, dang, he's just a cool dude. You expect us, because we have this celebrity status, to move a certain way because that's what the norm is.
To
but
change.
my whole life, if it was a celebrity from Oakland, I seen him, and you can go walk up to him, shake their hand. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
deep.
seen Shock G in the Chevys.
Yeah.
Went to Marshawn Lynch's camp my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, you can see Kaylani in Berkeley. You can see Lil B on Telegraph. You see these people that are big to the world, but to us, it's people you went to high school with, someone cousin, somebody's auntie. You know, that 6 degrees of separation thing. So that's what kind of got me thinking, just like, how do I push something that's kind of saying, like, you know, we're the best, without saying we're the best.
Right.
But no, Town Baby is just for anybody in their city, and it's just really that feeling of, you know, I'm here to make a difference.
Yeah.
I'm here to put my stamp on it. I'm not here to conform. I'm not here to fit in. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming as me, and then everything else will grow around me. And I think that's what we do great, more than most, but that also pushes that success and that greatness that we're talking about. So now having a clothing brand, because it's easier to project a message, I feel like, with clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, if I could coach at every high school in the Bay Area, I would.
Yeah.
Because I'm just here to give out the message. I'm not here because I want to be the best coach and win every game and your team sucks, my team's the best. Nah.
Yeah.
What if I could be on both sidelines, like, hey, you need to work on that, that's not good. Hey, this will make you better. I'm just here to help.
Right.
I'm here to service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that. That's impossible. So I went with the clothing brand idea to just project something. And, you know, people see clothes, that's an instant thing, especially in this social media era that we live in, whether it be a fit online or seeing someone down the street and you recognize an article of clothing that they have on, having something that stands out. So that's why I came out with that Be the Change as the first collection to have, because it's so bold. And when you see it and read it, you instantly like, oh yeah, you know, I need to get on my things. Or if I'm a kid walking down the street, saying I'm about to bip somebody's window and somebody passed me with a Be the Change hoodie, like, oh shit, I'm gonna put this back in my pocket.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a billboard.
Because,
right
I mean, our kids need constant reminders. We were kids at one point. People constantly forget that once upon a time you was adolescent. You needed guidance. You needed someone to tell you right from wrong at every step of the way.
Yeah.
Not just, oh, you know better, so you should do better. Like, everybody need a little reminder every now and again. So just having that on clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just, oh, I'm a kid, and I'm like, oh, Be the Change. Damn, my mom told me that this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, my auntie said something. My grandma said it's
a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So doing it with the clothes, and then that Town Baby brand is just pushing greatness.
Yeah.
Everything about it, and I want people, when they see it, it's like, oh yeah, that's inspiring.
Right. So
That's
what would you say is like the most challenging part of having a brand and, you know, it being clothes? Would it be dealing with manufacturers, you know, dealing with customers, dealing with, you know, yourself? You know?
Yeah, I would say all those things. You touched on everything. I would say myself probably is the hardest. I'm impatient. It fuels a lot of my success because I don't like waiting for anybody to do nothing. If I ask you, hey, you know how to do this, or could you do this? And you're, oh yeah, let me get back to you. I'm probably gonna find out how to do it that same day. I was the kid, I knew how to jailbreak iPhones, do all these things because I didn't want to wait for other people to do it.
Yeah.
In high school, I was making the sports edits for a lot of people at all the schools and stuff because the people had ran the pages. You doing Bay Area sports edits, but you only go to the kids that's going D1 so they can support your page, you know. So I did it myself. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So I don't like waiting on people. That's like, it's a blessing, a curse.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for people to see something come to fruition. So this idea, the drawing, the first ever time I drew something, the logo is illustrated by me. Just
Man.
So getting on that. But the first time I ever did something was January, and I put it on paper, and then I just kind of evolved that drawing.
Yeah.
I like this. I like it look like this. Oh, let's do this. To something I would think is appeasing to the eye when you see it, and you were like, oh, hey, that's unique.
Yeah.
So just that process, but then getting it digitized. Now finding out how I'm gonna get the clothes made in the first place, you know, and I'm learning on the fly because
Right.
I put myself on this imaginary timeline that my clothes had to be here by June. You know what I'm saying? So just working fast.
Yeah.
But shout out to Fat Mackin, shout out to Pedro Classic, shout out to Once Notes USA, you know, different clothing brands in the Bay, people I know personally that I reached out to that was willing and free to give some feedback and advice on that process. So definitely appreciative of that because, the gatekeeping is
Yeah.
real at times. So
And community is important
oh,
too.
most definitely.
You know, because I seen you even did a photo shoot and you had a lot of familiar faces in the photo shoot. What was that experience like, seeing, your people get behind something that you was actually doing for yourself?
It's love. It's always love. I mean, just seeing people, how eager people are to support you. It's a great feeling. This is, I would say, something that's from me that's completely outside of sports. First thing since football that has been attached to my name that I can be proud of. So any kind of support.
Yeah.
Whether I had a lady yesterday, I did a pop-up for Juneteenth yesterday, and there was a lady who literally was like, I can't support the brand right now, but I got $10 that I want to just give you so you keep going. You know what I'm saying? That stuff mean the world to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so any support, whether it be someone, oh, let me know if you need help at the pop-up. Oh, if you need models, let me know. I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know. And then when those people come through with that, it's a good feeling. I tell people all the time, you don't even got to blow smoke. Don't tell me nothing you don't mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to pride myself on that. I don't like just using words.
Man.
Because words are very powerful.
And that shit easy.
Yeah, it's real easy. So I'll tell you maybe just because I can't make the yes or no commitment to you. I'll give you a maybe just so you're not sitting there like, he said yes or he said no.
Yeah.
But I like to be definitive because you get things done faster that way.
Right.
But yeah, that process is hard. Finding the manufacturer, getting the samples, having the shipping problems, things like that. Like I dealt with a shipping issue. I was delayed a week. I had planned the photo shoot. All these things surrounded this shipping date, and then it got pushed back for a whole week because of the holidays and all these things. So I was sitting there confused, and it's stressful. And then you just, you work through it. People have been supported through the process, so that's the only thing I can be thankful for real.
Yeah.
It's been fun. You know what I'm saying? The support has been real, and everything's a learning opportunity. I had my first in-person pop-up. That was a great learning experience, you know what I'm saying?
Congrats, man.
Yeah, made a couple sales, but I mean, even talking to people, getting to talk about my brand talk
exposure.
about why I'm doing it, people following the Instagram and just continuously wanting to be a part of that and understanding, the mission of the brand.
Yeah.
The person that's behind the brand. Because I know it's easy to be like, oh, come buy my clothes, whoop, whoop. Like, nah, this is Town Baby, by me, by an Oakland native, by someone who wants to see all our kids be great. You know what I'm saying? That's the common message.
Yeah.
It starts with them. But the adults have to emulate it for them to get on that wave. You know what I'm saying? We have to really start holding adults accountable. People who, if 18 is the cutoff, you know what I'm saying, for adulthood, got to start really holding people accountable.
Yeah.
I think that was the hardest part about becoming an adult, was finding out how many of them just have that title.
Yeah.
Y'all really not doing nothing in that world that says you're an adult.
Yeah.
You don't take care of business. You're not handling your responsibilities. You can't even stay accountable for yourself, but you over 18, you have kids, so you're deemed an adult. Nah, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
they even go into, manhood and all of that.
Deep into that.
Yeah.
What being a man is.
But we're gonna stick on Town Baby right now.
Yeah.
Manhood we can save for a later date, because that's 5 hours.
That's a conversation.
Me and LV got about 5 hours of manhood conversation.
Yeah, we might need to do something.
But yeah, so as far as because I feel like, you could have done anything, right? So having a clothing brand, what was you rocking? Let's say early 2000s. Like, what was your style like?
Early 2000s. You forget I'm younger than you. Early 2000s was the Jabos and, P. Miller sweatsuits and things like that. Definitely black-owned brands. Thinking back, we had a lot more, we was rocking FUBU and everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was big clothes, comfortable clothes, whatever it was. I dressed like my dad.
Yeah.
And my dad was a black man in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Who was off of making music, so I dressed just like my daddy.
Right.
But the clothing brand, just getting into again, making clothes that I want to wear, because I do have friends that make clothes, but it's not my style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put that on, or they make clothes for skinny people. I'm a big dude, you know what I'm saying? Now, football clothes don't fit the same when you got different type of body shape, so not everything is for me. I leave it to the smaller people. So that's also why I got into the clothes too, so I could just have something I want to wear.
Right.
It feels good walking outside in my clothes. Like, I couldn't tell you to express the feeling to you, but since I've been doing it, I love it. It's my hoodie. And then when you get a compliment. Yeah. Getting in the grocery store and you bring it out like, oh, Town Baby, I love that.
Yeah, now I do want to say, the quality, for one, the packaging. Before I even get to the quality of the shirt, your packaging A1.
Appreciate it.
You feel me? You got the amenities in there. You got a business card. I'm not gonna give all the details away,
Yeah.
but the packaging A1, and then the shirt quality.
Oh yeah.
Like this for sure. Like I pay attention to fabrics and shit like that, so
Most
I know I'm gonna be able to wear this motherfucker 20 times over. You feel
Without
me?
nothing
So
fading, nothing shrinking. You know what I'm saying?
how important is that packaging and presentation for you?
I mean, for me, it's about being an extension of myself, like we talked about. I was raised to give 110%, no matter what you commit into. My dad used to always say, I don't care if you become the janitor. Nothing should be cleaner, you know what I'm saying, than when it's in your presence. So that mindset throughout life, from sports to everything you do, I don't commit my time to things that I don't want to fully get into and fully stress myself out over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with the clothing, once I committed to it, it's like I'm all the way in it, and it's attached to me. I can't have people talking about, oh, that's the dude that make that cheap ass clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an attachment to me. And I'm preaching greatness all the time. So the clothes got to be great. The quality has to be great. It has to be something that directly reflects who I am as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in it because I'm trying to get the dollar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is a monetary value, but it's not. I'm not, oh, let me high charge. I know I'm make $1 million, and then I don't care if people like the product or not. It's about, you know, brand longevity, brand recognition. I want every time you see Town Baby, like, oh, that's going to be something good quality. I'm going to have to get one of those.
Yeah.
Just something. You might just want something. You know what I'm saying? It'll continue to drop more. We're going to be more than hoodies and T-shirts eventually, but just knowing the quality, seeing it, and just that, like I said, brand recognition, walking down the street like, oh, that's somebody doing something. They got that Town Baby on. Like, yeah. You know, because different clothes mean different things. You see Gucci and instantly think somebody got money or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
That's right.
I want you to see Town Baby and think that person's making a difference.
Right.
Oh, that's someone that's about to change.
Yeah.
Someone about the community. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Because that's where the greatness comes from, the future growth.
What is one thing you would change about the town, if anything? Or 2 things, 3 things, it don't matter.
For one, the people make the place. And you can't keep displacing the people and then think things aren't going to change, or they're not going to be repercussions. You know what I'm saying? We the city of Bippin right now, you know what I'm saying? But that also, anybody who's been here knows that didn't start till the gentrification got serious. We grew up here our whole life. You wasn't worried about when we wasn't seeing glass at every single street you had. It wasn't glass on the floor. Man. You know what I'm saying? There's carjackers. Yes, it's a form of crime. But Bip is like
different. Like, you ain't even got to be a gangster to Bip.
No. And you definitely don't gotta be, and gangsters are not exempt from getting bipped that day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's no respect on the bip code. You don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's been tough. You know what I'm saying? Just being cautious of what you're leaving in your car, and if your car is unlocked, and if it's in a place that's well lit, like, that's something I didn't grow up in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? That's not my Oakland I grew up in.
That ain't in the 10 Book of Commandments.
Hell no. Yeah. But also seeing the people around, that's not the Oakland I know. I still live in the same, you know, house in West Oakland, and my neighbors are not my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? That I grew up taking out 3 different houses, trash cans, and all these things. It's not the same neighbors. You know, those people are not there no more. So, of course, you're going to lose some of those values, like I said. I will not say that it's a village anymore. You know, it takes a village to raise a child type of thing. These kids ain't got the village. Man. And you keep blaming, like, oh, it's the kid. Like, how can it be a kid's fault? Kids are lumps of clay that are formed by their environment and experiences. So who are the people around them? Who are the adults around them? Who's guiding them? Is there anybody saying this is wrong? Or is everybody expecting that expectation part, expecting someone else to step up and say something?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when it gets different.
Man.
That's the biggest thing. I would say the village aspect. I think the culture's still here,
right?
100%. No matter what goes on, you can't strip them from that culture.
Yeah.
Because there are a few people that are still here, and like I said, refuse to conform and refuse to let go of something. You know what I'm saying? So the culture will live here as long as there's people that are willing to fight for it. But there's certain aspects that are definitely, they're trying to pull away, and it's dying down because of the people that are around.
Yeah. No, that's a fact, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Another record I want to get into, my guy Lesto with Late Night off his latest project, POV. Make sure y'all go and stream that. This video coming real soon. Make sure y'all stay tuned.
That's that shit you write to on the late night. Yeah. Wrote this shit when I was high. I was on the moon. 1300 shit.
When I was young, I wanted to start like my nigga Green Eyes. Give me a two-door box, yeah, but candy paint on the ride. Ain't no locking in with niggas that be playing both sides. I be wanna forget, dog, but I got too much pride. I be outside with some steppers. Came a long way from rockin' J's to Margellas. Hit the road with Moon, cause I had to run my checkup. Yodi ride with A's, even the teacher wouldn't test us. They threw us in the deep end, ain't no lifeguard in the ghetto. Nigga, where I'm from, you gon' die, sling that metal. Yeah, I love you, girl, but I'm on $1 million, I can't settle. Don't even touch my liquor, only chase mucho dinero. I was raised on 13, we threw L's and double B's. So my niggas 900, I got love in CBG. She'll be thinking about Lil Meat, she used to turf dance in the street. Quan was really retarded with the hands in the heat. I want to hustle like Big T, be legend like Will Smith. I been going through some shit, got me smoking on this split. Traumatized when I touched Granny, everybody was all stiff. Everybody got a date, but it's her love that we miss. Every holiday at your house, I never cared about no gifts. You had the family all connected. Once you pass, we all split. And I can't blame lips, cause we all got apart. But I ain't meant this shit with niggas, cause I was loyal from the start. That pain running through my veins, left me with a cold heart. When I was trying to shine with niggas, they just left me in the dark. And these niggas all bark, you would never see them bite. Like the color purple, had to fight all my life. These streets getting dangerous, so you gotta keep a pipe. They be backdooring niggas like that don't come with a price. I'm on their head, call me lights, I forget I'ma roll the dice. Tell my bitch she loyal, everything gon' be alright. The day I lost my pops, I lost my feelings the same night. Had to cut back on the purse, them niggas cutting with that 50. Just got off the phone with real, the judge trying to give him 50. And I must my niggas swear we used to terrorize the city. Yeah. RP my nigga Swerve, man. 1300, man, you already know, man.